second recording session of our little game here called Oath of Blood from the Call of Cthulhu Blood Brothers. Previously, on Oath of Blood, we've seen two mafia hitmen, well, two mafia enforcers, we'll say, one of them a hitman, going to find what happened to the Booker brothers in New York City. See, they're part of the Schultz mob, and the mob doesn't want their people getting killed off, even if their people are killing off other mob members. So you've been exploring, getting information, going to the police, seeing what they know, going to the morgue to see frightening bodies that looked at you. You guys kept it together, though, and I think that made you even angrier, because you stomped your way down to O'Flanahan's bar, and you got more information that led to the Empire Hotel in New York City, where let's see, what was the name? I think I put it there. Oh yeah, Rolanov Tepes is staying. You believe he is the leader of this rival mob, and the one who is responsible for having the Booker brothers killed. We had left off with you guys in the lobby of the Empire Hotel. I'm going to jump on over to that. You can probably see some doors at the bottom that you came in through. You can see the desk where Harold talked with a very unhelpful and surprisingly unintelligent
unhelpful
receptionist. There are pillars in this room, 4 of them that you can see. Mm-hmm. There are stairs and an elevator. At the top of the map, those are just like continuations down a hallway, various rooms you can see. There are people walking around, and you were headed over to the elevator because the instructions you had received from the unhelpful receptionist was that Tepes staying in the penthouse. So you need to go all the way up to the top floor, then go into another elevator if you can gain access, and go up to his area where then you would have to be a polite guest or whatever. I don't know what you mafia people do. So you had both approached, I believe, Brian O'Reilly, played by Adis here, had gone into the service entrance, and you had worked your way in that way, whereas Harold, played by Wrath, just went straight on in. You guys had met up, and you're looking at this elevator. It's about to arrive. I presume you've called it already. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Harold would just be grumbling under his breath about the service and people and life in general, really.
I mean, like we were talking about, it's tough to find good help these days, and people are just not as friendly as they used to be.
That's right, we were talking about that. I remember that clearly from a few seconds ago when we were here talking about that.
Nobody has manners anymore.
Speaking of which, how'd you get in here?
Oh, I went through the service elevator, the service entrance. I also found this work order for the penthouse area. It says that there's some mold concerns or something.
Interesting. The service told me that they don't even have access to this room. We can get up to the top floor, and they don't know anything beyond that. They don't know anything about the room, what happens in there, or if there even is a room. And apparently there's people that maybe or maybe are not there.
I see.
That's where I'm at.
Well, it looks like we might have a means of getting in if we play our cards right. Sounds like they're expecting a service entrant. They're expecting some sort of service call coming in.
You really don't know any words that come after service, do you?
No. Hey,
keep struggling with that one.
I repair things. That's my living.
Right, of course, yeah. Well, my voice might sound entirely different than how you heard me 30 seconds ago, because it's been a couple weeks, it feels like, and I have no idea what voice I was using in my past life. So this is how I sound now. I have a cold all of a sudden from when I walked into the building.
Real shite getting old, ain't it?
Getting home and old. Both are terrible, apparently. This is the longest elevator, I think, ever.
Ding! The elevator has arrived. It's been there, but it's giving a second ding because it's impatient. No, I'm kidding. It just arrives.
It's just open. I'm like, this is crazy.
It doesn't appear to be that there's anybody in there, so it is your turn to go in. I'm presuming that you both like to get in and go to the top.
I'll stroll in first, being the older gentleman who's set in his ways and
after you.
Not very kind.
Right after you.
I'm guessing it's the button labeled P.
Nah, there's not a penthouse on this elevator. There's 2 elevators. We got to go up this one and then go across to the other elevator.
That's right. That explains why there's no button labeled P. That makes perfect sense. Top floor. Weird. They wrote out top floor on this button. Normally they wouldn't do that, but
You click the very wide button, very rectangular button that says top floor.
Lower on it. Yeah, this place is nothing if not abnormal.
These newfound ways of building things, I still haven't got the whole reason why you Yanks do it this way.
Yeah.
You guys make it to the top floor. The elevator doors open, and you're able to step out. There's not really anybody walking around that you can see, but you're in an area where at any point somebody could be walking down this hallway. It's I believe it's about late afternoon. It's not hitting dusk yet, so there's still light in the sky. But you are on the top floor. You can look to your left and see that there is indeed another elevator.
So that one then.
I think that's our cue.
Just completely annoyed with the entire situation. Harold will move over and hit that button as well.
The elevator is called. It appears to be coming down too.
What is it called?
Elevator 2.
Oh, okay.
And you have called it
elevator
such.
2.
Elevator 2.
The elevator doors open after a brief wait. And you can see that you have access to the second elevator.
During this trip up, I want to pull out my we never added it. I need the 1911 with the silencer.
Let me go grab that for you real quick.
Appreciate it. I'd like to pull that out from my clothing. Double check the silencer, double check ammo. I just punched my mic. I'm so sorry for anyone that had to hear that. I'll double check ammo, double check mag. I've set it. Kind of not really getting myself together. As you can see, I'm very disheveled and tired and just sick of this shit. But kind of ready myself and look to the boy.
Yeah. Brian's just gonna kind of like pull out like a little bit of a rosary and just start doing a quiet prayer.
Okay.
Well, you're more than able to get into the elevator, both of you, as you make yourselves ready. Harold, you should see the Colt 1911 on your character sheet now.
Okay, yes, sir.
Excellent. You also see it in your hand. It is equipped. But that's what you were wanting to do, Harold.
I pull it out, put it away, pierce back my hand, I put it away again.
Yeah, you can put it away again.
Cool.
So the elevator goes up to what you presume to be the penthouse level. I'm going to move you over to another map, again, that is provided. You shouldn't see too much of it right now, but you should be able to see yourselves in a small room.
Good map.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Good map.
Oh, wait, it's not mine. I didn't make it.
You're welcome.
The doors open to reveal another door behind it. It's kind of a double set of doors. How do you want to approach this door?
Front desk said, this is about as far as they've ever gotten. They have no idea what lies beyond that door. Apparently you just knock and hope someone lets you into your own building.
All right. Well, let me start with the talking, and then you could be the strong silent type.
Just gonna look to him like, who the hell said you could tell me what to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Whatever,
knock on
boy.
the door.
Knock.
You knock several times. And
Hello? Maintenance.
I love that he is like looks maintenance, and then there's just a very clearly mafia hitman standing behind him.
Yeah, it's the oldest trick in the book. You knock and call out maintenance, and after a few moments, you hear a gruff voice from the other side. Roll smarts really quick.
Okay.
You guys should have some bennies.
I got 1 Benny, 2 Benny, 3 Benny, 4 Benny.
Oh,
And you should
somehow
have-
I made that. I got a 7.
Okay.
How do I give Harold? Harold, can you give yourself some bennies?
I got you.
It was the start of new sessions. Everybody gets 3, and it looks like Brian already had 1 saved.
I did not. I used all mine on something dumb,
Yeah.
probably.
Trying to succeed at seeing people in the lobby.
I wouldn't doubt it.
All right, so both of you succeeded here. And as the person responds, you can tell there's something off about how they're responding. And you're not really able to put like a pinpoint on it because all they say is, "We're not expecting anybody."
I see. Well, sir, I got this maintenance request right here for some mold concerns. Is that you?
Come back in several hours.
Well, sir, I make my commission based on how many of these I get done in a day, and this one needs to be done. Would you mind letting me in just to take a look? Real quick, in and out.
Roll persuasion.
Okay. Ooh.
Hopefully you're a good persuader. You hear some muffled talking, and then footsteps coming towards the door. You can tell that there's some activity behind the door, as if they're like looking through the people or like checking locks. Is there anything you'd like to do while they're visibly
Yes.
present? Okay.
Is there 2 doors?
Yeah, it's a double door.
Okay. Which one has the people?
We'll say the one on your left.
This one? Okay. So I would like to stand behind the door on the right.
All right.
Like against the wall, just kind of standing there waiting.
And I'm just going to hold up a tool bag and the work order.
Harold, roll
I'm
your
sorry.
stealth.
Hang on. You brought your own work bag?
Yeah.
He is known for having a little repair kit.
Oh,
You can always find him with like a wrench or a screwdriver in his pocket.
You
at the
just
bare
see
minimum.
Harold looking around like, where did you get that?
Harold, can you go ahead and roll for me your stealth to make sure you can quickly do that before they notice
Of
you?
course. Guess who has it trained?
Ooh.
Thank heavens! Yeah, you move to the side in what you think is in time. So I'm gonna move you. No, you're it's cramped as it is, but you make a quick movement.
He faces through the wall.
The guy at the door says, "Yeah, well, we really don't need anybody here for a couple hours."
I hear you, sir, and I'll be right out of your hair. I just need to go take a quick inspection of the problem area, and I'll be out of your hair.
He opens the door after unlocking it. You can hear that there are several locks. Does that actually open up for you guys? Yeah. You can see a young man with puzzling eyes. When he looks at you, it's almost like he's looking through you, as if he's not really fully paying attention. But he's still like looking at you guys, and he says, "Two of you."
Aye, this is my journeyman. Trying to train the young'uns. Well, he looks at him and like, well, some get into the trade later than others.
Roll your persuade. It's a clever lie. He nods, shrugs, and beckons you in.
Even Harold's convinced.
He goes to the only exit here. There's another door. He opens it, and presumably you guys are following him.
Yeah, I'll follow along.
Let me reveal a few things first. All right. Yeah, you guys can easily follow along. I'm going to put you ahead here. So you should have some view into what is clearly a meeting area. There are a few doors you can see, but most notably, you see a couple people on couches, and they both give you rather vile looks. The kind of look of, what is this filth doing in here? As you enter a little bit more, I'm going to push you here so you can... where'd you go?
Oh, no.
I shut the door on Harold's face. You can also see that there's a bar where there's another guy that, like the one that's leading you in, who is tending the bar for nobody in particular. Everybody has a drink or a smoke or both, and he points over towards a corner over here and says, "We thought there might be mold in there."
Much appreciated. Sorry to bother you, gentlemen. I know it's late and we'll be out of here quick. Just going up to take a look. Do I see anything, like, out of the ordinary in this room?
Go ahead and roll notice. You both can.
I'd like to be looking for guns, weapons.
Let's see. Let me make sure I get the best answer here. You can definitely see next to the man on the couch down below here. He has a double barrel shotgun just casually sitting next to him. But otherwise, you don't visibly see people armed. The guys in coats, the couch that's closer to you, they have like thick coats on, so they could have something, but from this angle, you can't really see. You both can hear that they are speaking to each other in a language you don't know. They're probably talking about you in front of you.
Mm-hmm. Just a reminder. Hang on. Bossman Dutch Schultz.
Yeah,
Is
Dutch Schultz.
his name is the bossman's name?
Is the Dutchman Schultz.
Dutchman Schultz. Okay. He asked us to do what exactly?
Find out who killed off the Booker brothers and pay them in kind.
Okay. Okay. And right now we just have a lead that this guy was involved somehow, maybe.
That the people working for Rolanov Tepes were behind this. So it's like if they were going after the Dutchman Schultz for killing off their guys, they would know that you two were working. You were some of the workers for Dutchman.
Yeah, cut away real quick. We'll edit this out. Just so I remember. I know you kind of went over this at the beginning, but just to remind me, we went to the bar.
Mm-hmm.
He got killed mysteriously. There was no blood, just in the back.
Yes,
Both of them
shockingly,
were?
no blood.
Because there was two brothers, right? They were both killed back there?
Yep, their guts were all tangled up. There was
Yeah.
no blood anywhere.
No blood or anything, and I thought maybe they were dumped there, but they said it happened. They walked out, and it happened right there. Boom, done. And so from that, we went where?
We went to the ladies, the waitress's house.
That's
Asked
right.
her
And
about
she said there was two
what the-
foreign gentlemen that interacted with them.
They left, and then the Booker brothers left right after them, and
Right.
then the Booker brothers were found dead.
How did we get
shortly
this guy's
by-
name? We got it from two different places, I think, right?
That's a good question. How did you guys get that name?
Tepes?
I need to give the name and the reason why you got it now.
Yeah, because I remember we got this name from two different people.
So we got one hint from the police captain.
That's right.
We went to the captain's house after going to the morgue.
He said that they've been getting pushed out by another kingpin guy who's trying to come in by that name. Okay.
Yeah, Tepes, and then the waitress, kind of gave us.
Did she say they mentioned his name or something?
No,
What did she say?
she said that they like they something about like an address being at the water front hotel or something like that, which is the hotel that we're at right now.
Yes, that's right. I believe the two foreign gentlemen
She said
left
this
something.
address. Yeah, we came here. The front desk lady said that it's being rented out by this guy. That's the second time I heard the name.
Yep, that sounds right.
Front desk lady. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. We're back. Had to do a quick recap to remember where we got all our clues and hints and everything from. Hopefully you guys have watched the previous episodes and will know. For us, it's been a couple weeks, so we need to remind ourselves. But we're all caught up. We're good to go. Okay. So the reason I had to do that recap and kind of remind myself is I'm trying to figure out exactly how to handle the situation. Do we just pop the guy what's the name again?
Rolanov Tepes.
Rolanov Tepes. I thought you were going to say roll to remember. And I was like, no, just tell me.
Roll your common knowledge or your smarts.
Yeah. So Rolanov Tepes, like, do we just pop him and then, hey, everyone go spread the message. Like, obviously that's not going to work in this situation. We got to be more tactful, but it's like, okay, what is the actual mission of how we handle this situation? So that's what I'm going over in my head right now. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, plus there's the whole me as a player meta knowledge. Like, they went out there, killed these guys, was able to do it in the most paranormal way possible. So I'm sitting here like as a player going, okay, do they have superpowers? Like, if I just go to shoot them and all of a sudden they just stop the bullets and they're like, whoa, and like turn into gods, and I'm like, oh god, oh no. But as a mafia guy, and especially Harold, he doesn't really care. He's just here to do his job. So, okay. For now, I'm trying to figure out like what. I'm sorry this has dragged on. It's really I'm at a crossroads of trying to figure out exactly how Harold would handle himself in this situation. For one, he's been called the new guy's apprentice, which he's not happy about, but he's gotten us in the room. And two, there's a lot more people here and a situation that he's not exactly sure how to handle. So it's a tough call. So honestly, because I've taken up all this time, I'm going to say Harold's actually hung by the door like a moment too long. Like, it's awkward. Like, he's just kind of standing by the door, like watching everyone, to where it's noticeable that he's like, there's that pause.
Now, where'd you say that you saw this mold at? Oh, come on over here, Junior.
Hello. Walk across the room.
Yeah, there does appear to be a small patch of odd black mold growing in the corner here. It's the sort of thing where you look at it and, well, go ahead and roll your academics.
Okay.
If you don't have academics, roll your unskilled attempt.
I don't have academics.
While he's working on that, could I ask, my guy is a mob enforcer, basically hitman for the Dutch Schultz
Correct.
mafia, right? So my guy would have been in similar-ish situations, at least, on the face of it, in the past. Would I be able to roll something or ask you, the DM, what Harold would be able to perceive of this based on experience? Is that possible?
Yes. I'll give you a baseline of knowledge.
I would say, sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to give you a baseline of knowledge, and I'll also have you roll your smarts.
Okay.
Then we'll get to Brian, and then back to you.
Okay, I got a 9 on smarts.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Very
With
nice.
a raise.
Brian, you notice that there's something rather peculiar about this mold. Now, you're not a mold expert, clearly by your lack of academic training, but it's growing in strange patterns. A lot of triangular patterns. And you kind of look at that and think, there's something incredibly wrong here. This is not a good thing. And you're not sure how to deal with it. Meanwhile, Harold, you're looking over the room, and you're going to guess that everybody here in thick coats probably has a gun on them. At least a revolver and probably a knife or a bat as well. They look rather sleazy and tough. Even the guy at the bottom couch that kind of looks maybe more like an attorney or a lawyer, the gun close to him makes you think that these people are ready for trouble. You also think that maybe they're a little bit inebriated, considering there's the bar down there. And it looks like everybody's drinking until you notice that the 2 men at the top haven't touched their drink. They just have drinks in hand. So they're not drinking at all. They are ready for whatever. And given that there's a number of other rooms or doors leading out of this room, 2 of them technically, there's a balcony you can see out through like thick curtains. You can guess there's probably more people here. Unlikely that anybody's on the balcony. As I said, you can see through it, but only because there's cracks in between thick curtains covering it.
All right.
You can still tell that it's daylight out there.
Okay.
Right, so this does
Not
look
great.
like some black mold, but what's on the other side of this wall here? It might be coming from some leakage elsewhere, or maybe within the walls.
It's a sitting room.
A sitting room.
You are not welcome.
And who's saying this? Is this the guy who's
The guy
attending
right
to
next to you.
Okay, okay. I see. But you're not the keeper of the house here. I presume you must be Mr. Tempest, looking to the guy sitting on the far couch.
He gives out a little bit of a chuckle and says, "No, you lot better figure out this problem or be moving along. Tepes won't want visitors at this hour."
I see. Well, short of me taking off this entire wall here, I'd say that I might need to see the other side of this here wall, or otherwise I might not be able to fix it for you. I need to get access to the pipes.
He glances back at the others and looks at you and says, "You could come back in a few hours."
That's fine and all, but I gotta say, you might not be able to fix this after that long a time. I mean, these things, they could start up and grow rapidly. Once you got a little, it's going to grow into a lot.
That's fine. We will take the chance. You will be back in a few hours to fix our problem.
I see. I'm going to look over to Harold, see what he's looking like right now.
Harold probably looks like a stone cold killer. Wrath is very confused.
Harold probably also considers this is a lot of people. You may
Yeah,
want to
there's-
try and get this Tepes more alone.
Yeah, this isn't a good situation for us to be in. Honestly, I think what Harold would do at this point is probably make his way around the couch over to the guy who we're guessing is in charge ish of this current situation down here on the single on the couch. Probably reaching over to shake his hand and just be like, "We're sorry for the time we've taken from you. I think he's done his inspection. I'll do the paperwork and we'll get out of your hair." Now I'm reaching over to shake his hand, and as I do, I want to check one to see. I want to perceive as much as possible during this time. So if there's any paperwork on the table, like what it might be about, like foreclosures or business dealings or whatever the case may be. And then also, like when I reach out to shake his hand, he'll go to shake my hand. Like if he reveals anything, like anything like that. And then also getting an eye on the two gentlemen now that I can see them from the front, if I notice anything about them as well. So just kind of perceiving as much as I can in this short interaction.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your notice.
5.
With a 5, yeah, you're able to see as you approach and you reach out your hand. He does not meet your hand at all. He just kind of glares at you. You can see that the other two definitely have firearms. As you move over, you can see them adjust to be prepared in case he tries something. You think they definitely look like enforcers to you, and kind of pale, sleazy enforcers at that. They have suits that you might describe as out of style, something that doesn't fly in America here, but might be in style in some European country. The desk or the table itself, the coffee table, doesn't really have anything other than ashtrays, a couple drinks. You can see that one of the suited guys grabs his drink and just holds it still. But he's prepared, you'd think, to pull something on you if you pull something. He says, "You may leave now."
Manners go a long way in today's world. We're all just out here trying to do our best. You never know. Might need to fix your flat someday, and I'll come rolling up and be there to help you out. Best to make friends as you can. But hey, to each their own. You keep your hand nice, spit shine clean. We'll bid you all a farewell.
Do you both make your exit?
Yep.
You notice as you're leaving that they don't say anything. It's just dead quiet as you're leaving. put you guys over there by the door. I'm presuming you're just going to go into the elevator and head back down?
Yeah.
I guess.
All right. Let's
Yeah.
go down to the hotel. I'm presuming you're going all the way down to the hotel lobby since I don't have a hallway picture. But you, well, let's just go through it. You get into the elevator, heading down to the top floor, well, minus the penthouse, I guess, and you emerge. It's the Empire Hotel. Are you going down to lobby, or would you like to do anything in the hallway?
I'd probably start talking to Harold about what I was looking at there, letting him know like the black mold had like these weird geometric shapes that I wasn't familiar with.
What?
It was weird. There's like triangles shapes in those in that black mold. It's not something I've ever seen.
You just seeing things, boy.
Nay, I wish I was, but I haven't had a lick to drink in a while.
Since lunch.
Hey, that's our problem.
I'm an Irishman. It's a long
been so
time for
long.
me.
Well, let's go. Fix that problem. At the very least.
Right.
The drink, not the weird triangle mold.
I caught your drift.
You guys emerge from the elevator and presumably are heading all the way back down, getting into another elevator ride. Bit longer, this one. But eventually you reach the lobby, and not much has changed, other than a few minutes off the time. Both of you roll notice. As you emerge into the lobby, and just, oh, I don't know, there's a weird pillar there. You notice that there are some individuals who kind of have a similar vacant stare that are watching you. And they're kind of moving about as if they are doing something. But as you notice them, you realize they're just kind of making themselves look busy and they're watching you.
Right. I think we should.
Gentlemen?
I'm going to go out the service entrance.
I walk out the door.
Neither of these guys stop you or anything. So you're able to go back out onto the street. Back out onto the street. You meet up eventually, unless you want to go your separate ways.
Actually, before then,
Go for it.
I would like to go back into like the service, like maintenance room, and I would like to look around for, sorry, any work orders regarding some of the rooms that are just below the penthouse area where the mold was.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your smarts.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give you a +2 from your Mr. Fix-It edge.
Okay.
Can you reload the map, Ron?
Did I?
I don't. It just hasn't loaded for me. It's at 92%.
Oh, yeah, Harold's still stuck. Everybody else moved over. Let me activate.
Cool.
Let's do this.
There we go.
And then
I'm back.
do this.
Now I'm here.
There you go.
Oh, dang. Okay, 15. Yeah, that's a great roll. So as you're going through, trying to triangulate and figure out what's going on, you find that many people have been having these triangle issues. Particularly above the room that they wouldn't let you have access to. Any rooms below that are having some particularly weird mold problems with geometric designs that don't seem quite right. There's a note that one of the workers is going to go research this at the library because, frankly, they don't know what it is.
Okay. I'm gonna maybe take a few of those work order. You said those are all like below it, right? Because there's
Directly below is where it's spreading to.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'll take a couple of those work orders as well, and make my way out to go meet up with my boy Harold on the street.
I don't know if he's your boy, but age difference here. But you were able to leave with a few more pieces of paper. Harold, what are you doing when Brian runs up to you or walks up to you? Smoking a nice cigar out there?
Yeah. People watching, as per usual.
As per usual. Harold, you don't notice any strange people like the ones that were staring at you in the lobby. And then Brian shuffles on up to you with more paperwork.
I think we might need to go
Do
to
you work
the
here
library.
now? Did you get yourself a job?
Hey, these are hard times that we're living in.
You owe me.
Right. Well,
The police bribe. I don't have money.
Yeah.
I'll try to pay you back when I can. But in the meantime, I think that we might need to go check things out at the library. Looks like they were also having other issues in some of the other rooms with these geometric shapes in the molding in the walls.
So you want to go check out a book from the library?
Well, I'm not that smart, are you?
To solve the mold. We're not here to solve the mold problem. That's not.
We're not here to solve the mold problem, but I've an inkling that it might be tied into that Rolnall fellow.
It's in his room.
Aye. If we had better information, we might be able to go back and make a more convincing argument as to why we would need to get into that sitting room there.
Okay.
Is
Instead of
something not jiving here with you?
Kill the power, smoke out the room, kill the people. You want to go study mold?
Aye.
A young lad approaches you guys at this moment, and particularly Brian, and says, Mister, Father O'Reilly wants to see you. Sacred Heart Church. He sent for you, urgently.
Ah, the
Who are
father.
you talking to?
He's talking to me.
You know him?
Aye, he's the little lad that's in the Sunday choir. Boyo, did he say what he needed me for?
No, he just said it was urgent. Very urgent.
Right. All right.
He said he heard about the Booker brothers. Whoever those are.
I see. Thank you, lad. That's very kind of you. Well, run along now. We've got some business to deal with. I'll be over there shortly, if you need to go tell Father that.
He runs off immediately after you give him permission.
Well, the Lord calls.
So you have a few options here. Of course, you can go to the Sacred Heart Church. You can go to the library. But there's a third option you might have forgotten about, that you are supposed to meet the Dutchman Schultz at the barbershop, Floyd's barbershop, tomorrow morning. If you needed more supplies, you could articulate to him what you might need. They just didn't give you Tommy guns to start out with, because if you can do things quietly, do them. And if you have updates, you're to bring them to him in the morning. Just to give you guys some options there.
Okay. So I think we do as much research as we can today.
To report
Bring the options to him in the morning. Okay.
You can also come in the evening to visit the Empire Hotel again. Option 4, I guess.
Yeah. I say, I mean, if the priest needs you now, I guess that's where we're going. Maybe he's got some kind of information for us. The Booker brothers went to your church. Didn't seem like them.
I mean, they weren't the most devout sheep in the flock, but they certainly had their superstitions, and this black mold with geometric shapes issue, that's got me feeling a little bit superstitious myself. Maybe the Father can bless us or something like that to protect us.
Fair enough. You still owe me a drink.
I'll
And
get
we'll
you.
head off.
I'm good you for it. All right.
What?
Head over to church.
I just like the scene ends with Harold going,
What?
"What?"
I'm good you for it. He just walks away. Harold's like, what? What did he
Alright.
say?
What
This is a real picture, apparently, of the Sacred Heart Church from around this time. So I thought it might make sense to actually go to this real place. So you guys make your way through the town. It's starting to get dusk by the time you reach the Sacred Heart Church. And I'm going to presume this is very familiar to Brian. You've been here a few times before. You know that Father O'Reilly is your uncle. And that he's been there for you occasionally when your parents died. Harold, have you ever been here before?
Once.
So you're not terribly familiar, but you have seen it, so it's not a
was a
new
funeral.
place. What did you say?
It was a funeral.
Oh, that sucks for you.
Well, it wasn't one of mine. I had killed the guy, and he came here to have his funeral, and I was just there to make sure that everyone got the message.
Well, that sucks for them then. Yeah, so you approach. Obviously, there's no service in progress. Would you like to enter, or is there anything else you'd like to do?
I think Brian would just walk in because this is kind of like he goes here every Sunday, so it's not really, he wouldn't be hung up on whatever's going on outside.
Yeah, you probably know where Father O'Reilly would be when he's not, doing the service. So you're able to lead Harold. I'm going to assume you're following. You're able to lead to Brian O'Reilly, or Father O'Reilly's office. His name is not Brian.
My uncle's got the same name as me.
And he looks up at you as you approach the open door. He says, "Enter, enter." Both of
Good
you.
evening, Father.
Father.
I'm very glad that I was able to reach you in this time. I've heard some very terrible things going on.
Aye, and some strange happenings going on these days, but I hear you might have some information on the brothers.
Yes, unfortunately, I think I might. I never was one for the lifestyle you two have chosen to enter. But I've seen something like what happened to them before. Brian, you're my brother's son, and I love you like my own, so there's something you have to know. I've never told this to anyone before.
Out with it, priest.
One winter night in 1913, myself and my older brother Lowell, your father Brian, we
Just in case you forgot.
burgled a New York City mansion. We had collected numerous items, including a manuscript. At this point, he pulls a rather old-looking manuscript out from under his desk and puts it on the table. I think the game comes with that.
I'll reach for it and start taking a look at it.
So not only is your priest a little thief, he kept it as a little keepsake for the last decade.
Well, now hush your tone. Let's hear what he has to say about it.
As I said, we had collected
Much room
numerous...
for you to be judging us, priest.
Not here to judge. I'm here to help. We had found numerous items like this manuscript, and that's when we were discovered. I was able to bolt out of there, but Lowell never followed. I found him later in a nearby park, his throat torn out and body drained of blood. There was not a drop of blood around him. And I thought that his eyes were still seeing me. I entered the seminary the next day. I thought of going to the police, but I never did. I didn't think they'd believe me. As I read through this manuscript, I think that there might be something evil going on.
I see. You're telling me that you were there the night my father died,
Indeed.
and you haven't told me this because previously?
Would you have believed me?
Well, fair enough.
That a devil came and took your father?
Well, it's starting to. I'm starting to see why it. I'm starting to believe more and more in these after those that are here life after death wise. And I'm going to start looking at this book, this manuscript that he's pulled out. Do I like what does the cover say? What does it look like?
Go ahead and roll your smarts to quickly glance it over and see what's going on. Would you like to use a Benny?
I would like to use a Benny.
Would you like to use a Benny?
I would like to use a Benny.
There we go.
All right.
I'll
You
reach
actually-
over and turn the book right side up and be like, here you go.
It's Latin, I think. Oh, hold on.
Oh, hold on.
You recognize this because you've actually read tidbits of this story before. This is Bram Stoker's Dracula. And as you're glancing through it, you notice that it looks a little different. From just a brief glance, it looks, well, it's handwritten, and it looks more like somebody is panicking. Like you go to the start of it, and it looks normal handwriting. You turn to the back page, and it's like scribbling as fast as they can. Borderline illegible.
I see. So you think we're dealing with demons of the night?
I can't say for sure, but I believe that there's something like that.
Well, let me
Whatever
ask-
this writer saw is what killed your father.
But then let me ask you this, Father: is there any talk of this in the religious text of how to deal with these beasts?
He thinks for a moment and opens up a drawer on his desk. The only thing I can think to provide for you two, if you're still willing to live your lifestyle, is at least some protection of the Lord. And he pulls out some small glass vials and some inexpensive looking cross necklaces, I should say. It's just a very simple style, looks like a metal cross. He puts them on the table. If you're willing to treat these with respect, perhaps they can protect you.
Unless these demons make the form of two foreign guys in trench coats with guns, not really sure what a cross is going to do.
Well, here in the book, though, it says that these beasts might be able to take on human form. Maybe we should give some credence to this.
I'd like to look over at this book. Am I at least able to tell that it's about a vampire?
Roll your smarts.
Not very smart. I'm kind of smart.
Smart enough. Yeah.
Yeah, you're familiar with the book. You've probably seen it referenced a few places. You've heard somebody talk about it. Maybe somebody in the mafia was really into this book. Said it was a good read.
So you're telling me these little fantasy monsters have just come to life and are attacking random people who are associated with just the Dutchman?
Perhaps. Do you have
Okay.
a better explanation?
Yes.
How are the
Business.
Booker brothers torn apart like that?
Sick fucks.
I heard they were drained of blood. Wouldn't that take a lot of equipment? Some time?
You hear a lot, Father.
Indeed.
You know more than you're telling us.
My nephew, he glances over at Brian and back to you, is connected with some certain people. I still have friends who live your lifestyle. There are many who confess their sins.
And trust us, the Irish are God-fearing.
You wouldn't happen to have anyone come in and confess to the killing, do you?
He's just like, oh yeah, here's their names, their address.
Oh yeah.
They're really foreign, and they'd like to stay alone at this specific hour. He shakes his head. That'd be very, very much a bad thing to share confessions.
Well, I suppose we'll take your magic holy god juice and protect us from the big bad boogeyman.
Right. Well, I'll be a bit more revenant about it, and thank you, Father. But is this?
Father.
Are these necklaces special? I got my rosary. Is that not enough?
You never know with these things. I haven't actually tested if this will help, but the Lord will protect you.
Blessed be His name. Put on the cross and put the vial of holy water.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my pocket.
Yeah. You can each get one vial of holy water and one cross necklace if you wish. You also have this manuscript, which you can read further if you wish. You got a brief glance over it, but unless it has major differences, it's just the same book that you've already read before. So you guys leave the Sacred Heart Church then?
Yes.
All right. You're able to leave, and you head back to the street. It is becoming dusk now, though. Much darker outside. Not nighttime yet, but the day is dying. What would you two like to do?
Well, library's probably closed by now.
Is it? I thought they keep that thing open all night. We are in the city that never sleeps, eh?
What time did libraries close in the 1920s?
I didn't know this. Well, I suppose we can at least swing by, have a look.
Yeah, you're able to swing by the library, and I'm going to say it has probably closed
It's
at this
closed.
point. You notice
Why
that
do I
the front
listen
doors
to
are
you,
locked.
boy? I would like to
Is
go
it-
back to the restaurant.
Absolutely. Oh, Flanahan's.
Yes.
Brian, are you going with?
Yeah, I'll go with.
Excellent. We all go back to O'Flanahan's. Of course, you can see the owner. What is his name? Sean O'Flanahan. He is very much active. This place is seating customers. People are getting food. There's drink flowing to various tables. And you can even see that there's one of the lawyers who works for the Dutchman Schultz mob having a nice meal. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Lawyer, is he at the bar or at the table? What was his name again?
Let's see. I'm sure I have a good name for him.
Toby?
Yeah, Toby Fullerman. He's just a person you certainly recognize. He's at the bar by himself.
I'll pull up a seat next to him. Probably sit down. I'm guessing I may have interacted with him once or twice since
Yes.
I've been in this business for a while. So pull up a seat, sit down, and be like, evening.
He looks to you. Brian, are you also joining?
Yeah, I'll be sitting down next to him.
All right. He says, evening. Harold, Brian, how has your latest assignment been going?
We're chasing monsters.
Are you now?
Apparently.
Well, for whoever did that to the Booker brothers, they deserve to be treated like monsters.
That they do. What are you drinking, Fullerman?
Hey, it says just a simple lager.
Couple more of those.
Waitress, not the waitress you spoke to earlier. Her name was Louise. This is a different waitress. Brings you guys some food. Presumably not asking for or not giving any pricing out because you are part of the mob. She just brings the drinks to you. Asks, anything else?
Yeah, I'll get some food. I need a bite.
Have some of that
Just-
shepherd's pie if you still have any.
She nods.
Bring me whatever. Something good.
She nods. We do have whatever, and it's also good.
Yeah, I saw it on the menus. Whatever. Also good. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
All along with the kitchen sink, it says.
Even got
So
the
she heads
dot,
off.
Dot, dot, where you pause between the whatever, dot, dot, dot. Also good. Yeah. That one.
She heads off to get your food. She comes back shortly with your drinks, but in the meantime,
Toby, you've been in this business longer than me, which still hard to believe.
since I was a youth,
You ever heard about some kind of killing method that drains the bodies of blood before anyone can even find them?
he is about to take a bite and then puts his food or his fork back down on the plate and looks at you, kind of puzzled, like,
It's not the first time it's happened, so seeing if you know anything about it.
"Is that what they did to the Boca brothers?"
I'll just kind of nod.
Huh. Well, I can't say I know a way to do that without using a morgue. But there's a nice lady who runs an herbal shop that knows about that kind of thing. Just a few blocks down.
Really?
I think it's just called Apothecary on the sign.
And why would she know about that?
Every time I've gone past or had to interact with her, she always has useful stories or herbal remedies.
So you're saying she might know a thing or two about a thing or two?
Indeed I do.
Fair enough, Toby. Fair enough. I would like to describe the gentleman that wouldn't shake my hand. Be like, what do you know about a fella who... Insert description of man here. Works for, insert name of guy here.
He
Insert, he works for, Roll for Initiative, or whatever his name is.
Rolling off the table.
as you describe him, he
Rolling
begins.
off the table, is that what you just said?
Yes.
Well played, sir. Well played.
As you describe this character, he nods and says, "Oh yeah, yep, kind of an asshole. Yep.
Definitely that.
That would be an old associate, Richard Bradley. He's an attorney, not one I'm on good terms with. I heard he was interacting with some shady folks. That he kind of changed after he started working with them. You know, like he was a bit more aggressive and, well, the fire was extinguished, so to speak. That's what they say.
Well, he's definitely still a dick.
Some things never change.
Too true, my friend. Too true.
Your food has arrived at this point, of course. Shepherd's pie.
Oh.
Both of you.
Wolfing it down. Yeah.
Start eating. I don't know that I have a whole lot more to interact with tonight beyond really pondering and trying to figure this out. Again, as from last episodes, my guy's a hitman. He is pointed in a direction, he goes and shoots. And so this whole like chasing things down, boogeymen in the night, like having to figure out the clues and stuff, this is exhausting. I think he's pretty much spent at this point.
Well, on that note, we've reached the top of the hour, so it's time to wrap up this little session and move on to the next one. This has been DiceBound, Oath of Blood. We're getting a little bit further, a little closer to the truth. We came very close to danger, And we'll see what happens next time. Will they go to see the apothecary? Will they go to the library to research? Are we going to go back to school to enroll for a different trade? Who knows? Next time on DiceBound.
Pew 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 pew.
Pew?
Yeah,
Yeah, so quick break and then should we stop recording here or
no, let's just keep the recording going for this one. I think in the future we'll probably end up doing that, but
okay. I'm gonna take a quick break here and then start on the next part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Same. Okay.
Right.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Welcome back to the DiceBound show. Gonna go places you never even know. Gonna make friends, gonna kill all the bosses, gonna kill everybody and cut our losses. Gonna kill everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Top of the morning to ya.
I was very curious how that penthouse scene was gonna go. Like that's one of those things that I spent a lot of time during the week, like considering
Yeah,
what could possibly happen.
I'll be honest, I was like about 2 seconds away from just pulling out a shotgun.
Right.
I was like, this could be bad.
That's where it gets a little difficult to be like, yeah, this will take up the entire session. It's depending on you guys.
Yep.
But this will be a fun one to talk about after we've completed it. All the things that it didn't tell me anything about. Just throw this guy in the background. I've got a really fun one planned. Another module from this book that is just I'm super excited because all the characters you can play as are just dicks. It's literally you're going to like a reading of the will for a rich family member. You're all rich assholes that are like, we all want the will for ourselves. And then other things happen during the adventure, but a good portion of it would just be everybody being a dick and trying to taunt each other.
Just playing it off.
Yeah, so that one I'm very excited to run. Because combat is a lot more particular in that one. Not everybody knows how to fight, but they know how to be a jerk.
Everybody's a dick.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
But I'm also working on a longer Call of Cthulhu campaign. Campaign is a very loose term. It's just like a 160-page book. This guy.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's where your actual Eldritch Horror will be coming in.
Nice. I'm looking forward to it.
And it's roughly like if you consider each of these modules to be an adventure, then it's roughly 8 adventures long. So not too long, but a lot longer. More of a thing. I was just showing Wrath the campaign book that I got to run for you guys at some point.
Nice.
And how it's a bit thicker.
You weren't showing me that.
I was showing Adise, and that's why I mentioned it so you could see as well.
Oh,
You came in, we were talking about that. Let's see, what's the time? 1:10. Okay. You want a little bit to eat, Wrath, or? Okay. Gotta get that food in. Gotta consider all your options. This will be a week for viewers, so I presume, or at least a couple days between this, unless they're binging it. But if they're watching as it comes out, they've had a week to think, so therefore you've had a week to think.
No.
You got options: the apothecary, the library, the
Barbershop. Gotta go check out
the barbershop
first.
In the morning. Yeah.
And I think you guys know, or got the vibe at least, that you're not welcome during certain hours at the Empire Hotel penthouse.
That's the gist.
Trying to think of if there's any other options I can lay out there for you guys. Because I think with part of the thing with these adventures is that I need to be helping you guys as well. With your pre-gens should know things, and if you don't know to ask a question, then I shouldn't punish you for that. It's just like the things that are available that you should know. Is what I'm trying to think of.
I think you did well with that in the room when I asked.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, good questioning from you, Wrath.
It was.
You're
I had no
trying.
idea what to do. So I was like, my guy should know something, maybe.
No, you both are coming out with really good options here, I think, of just trying something. Because there's nothing more disappointing as a storyteller when somebody says, okay, I do nothing then. Just try something.
Agreed.
Wrath took that personally.
That's going on TikTok.
No, and I'm not talking about Wrath there. Wrath's always a trier.
He's
A
always
trier
talking
or a
about me.
crier. So once you run out of options, you're like, Pickles, I'm trying. Yeah.
I don't know what to do. Help!
Help me.
That's when your characters start waving guns around. Like,
All right.
okay.
That's it.
Yep. Good old king.
Yeah. Classic.
All right. How you doing there on your sandwich?
Crackers and cheese.
Okay.
Nice.
Feeling ready?
Yeah, I was debating, since it's a new episode, if I should go no vest, but then the hat looks weird with the vest, and I was like, I should have like prepped multiple outfits, but I didn't.
We'll go.
Yeah, I
switch.
guess we're going into.
We'll switch.
Yeah, we'll
you go put
switch
the bow tie,
outfits.
and I'll put the tie on. Yeah.
I could go to bow tie, but I think Harold would do it, which is interesting. I actually, once we got here, I looked up my character art, just pulled it open, and I was like, huh, I completely messed up. He's
I
got a
mean, you
jacket on, a red tie, it's a brown vest and brown hat. That's a totally different style. And I was like, well, damn it. But I tried.
Yeah, I think it's more so that you guys tried.
Yeah.
I
got
mean,
close.
that's effort. Some of us didn't put in like any effort. Just put on a description
the
shirt
DM.
and
But
call it
like,
good.
how do you dress up as the DM? Because I was thinking for King's Crossing, like,
Statue of Liberty.
and I was like, how would I dress up as the DM?
Just dressed up as the Statue of Liberty.
I'll put on a wig.
No, like,
I have a bunch of hats, like police hat.
yeah, just different hats. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't. Let me know in the comments. I don't think
For our
this is
first
going
recording,
anywhere, but
I had put on like a button-up shirt, like what I'd wear for my job before scrap. So I was like, that's a little bit, but it didn't really show too well on the camera. So whatever.
the podcast.
No, the first part of Mafia Adventure.
Oh, okay. I was like, because that podcast we recorded isn't even the first episode. That's getting posted weeks later.
Well, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Good to go.
Round 2.
Right.
Fight! Welcome back to DiceBound. This is another session of Oath of Blood from the Blood Brothers book. We find our group here trying to figure out what to do and where to go next. Let's put you back out on the street. I don't know why we're in O'Flanagan's. I guess we were leaving the bar. Going out in the street as it is very much approaching nighttime. This is that early evening where you can still smell the life of the city. There's people still active, but it's going to be dwindling. There was talks of perhaps going to Floyd's barbershop in the morning. There were talks of apothecaries, and we looked at a closed library, aka a closed research station. But what would you two like to do?
I'm going home to bed.
All right, Harold's going back to his place to sleep. And how about Brian?
Brian will go check out the apothecary.
All right. You part ways, presuming probably that you're both going to similar goals. Or, well, maybe that would just be Harold. But let's throw you over. Harold, you're walking, and Brian, very shortly, you reach an apothecary. You see that it's open. You open the door kind of as if you're flowing in, and you can see a very beautiful woman standing behind the counter of this small apothecary shop. She gives you a smile that kind of warms your heart a little bit, and she says, "Good evening, gentlemen. Is there anything I can help you with?"
Good evening, ma'am. And he's going to take off his hat. Well, I hate to bother you so late at night, but I hear you might have some information for a problem I've been having.
There are plenty solutions over here. She gestures to the various bottles on shelves behind her.
Well, it might not be something that exactly could be cured with a tincture or tonic. The information that I need is more supernatural in nature.
Supernatural, you say? Is it something that's bothering you, or is it something you'd like to keep longer?
Ooh. Interesting. Well, I believe it might be bothering a friend of mine, so likely need to get rid of it.
Permanently?
I should hope so.
She nods, and she turns her back on you, looking through the shelves, as if looking for a specific bottle.
You ever read that book, Dracula?
She says, "Oh, yes, what a beautiful piece of literature."
Aye, it is. Now, that might be the source of this supernatural that I've run into. At least that's what the father says, but I can't shake the feeling that it might be true. Also, you're familiar with different fungi and the like.
She takes a bottle off of the shelf. It's a small brown bottle. It appears to be filled with a very dark liquid. You imagine offhand that it's probably a container of ink or something based on just how it looks. She sets it on the counter in front of her, the only thing separating you two. She says, fungi?
I, well, you see, my
And a
partner thinks I'm
father?
crazy. Sorry,
You seem to
father,
be having a lot going on. Maybe you
I,
should tell me your name first.
that would be good. Oh, my goodness, where are my manners? My name is Brian O'Reilly,
She reaches
and
her hand out. I'm Esmeralda.
pleasure to meet you, Esmeralda. What a gorgeous name that is.
Now tell me, what is this about a fungi that you're having an issue with?
Well, I'm not a very smart man, you see. I've come from low means, but the other day I was in a building and there was this mold on the side of the on the baseboards, and I could almost swear that there was triangular shapes in it, and you wouldn't happen to know anything about something like that, would you?
Strange things emanate from cursed places. If you're seeing that, something is truly wrong, and it's wise that you came to see me. No father or person of the faith could protect you from those things out in the dark if your faith is not also strong. This is where my help can be of yours. She pushes the bottle towards you. Remove the
And
cork and place at least one drop onto each bullet that you want to use to rid yourself of these issues. This will be a permanent solution, and is the only solution in some cases. Do not get any of this on your own skin, or bad things will happen. They can smell it.
they
Any of your issues will probably know instinctively that this is on you, if you coat a bullet and keep the gun on you.
I see. So it's not the sneakiest approach, is it?
No, but it is permanent.
I see. Now, I appreciate this. What do I owe you for it?
She smiles and leans closer. It's on the house.
Thank you kindly, ma'am. Well, in that case, you wouldn't happen to have you wouldn't happen to like shepherd's pie, would you?
She smiles. Surely I must.
Well, if you ever want to go and have some shepherd's pie, I'd love to take you to this place, O'Shanahan's. Lovely
She
place.
she laughs slightly and then says, "Let's see after you've dealt with your problem."
Yes, ma'am. Well, you have a wonderful evening, ma'am, and thank you for the assistance.
Thank you for stopping by.
And before I go, what nature of curse might that mold be?
Sounds like something rotten has died there.
All right. Well, I bid thee adieu.
She nods. You're able to go out of her store. Harold, of course, you've made it to your you live in a house? Pretty sure it's Brian who lives in an apartment. You live in a house, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Does Harold have any loved ones? Or does he
No.
live alone?
Lives alone.
All right. You return to your dark house. Is there anything you'd like to do beyond your normal routine for getting ready for bed?
Yes. And it's actually part of my routine. There's a stray dog that I kind of take care of.
Yeah.
So I'll set out some food and water, make sure it's all topped off on the back porch. I'll go inside, probably remove, the outer layers and kind of get comfy, sit back in my my cozy chair that I always sit in, sit back and probably turn on the radio and zone out, and I'll fall asleep in my man chair.
Absolutely. And that brings us to Brian. You're leaving. Are you also going home at this point, or is there something else you'd like to do?
I think at this point, Brian's heading home. Um, yeah, uh, he's like, he's thumbing the cross necklace around his neck, and kind of thinking to himself of uh, like he's had a lot of information dumped on him today, so he's gonna try to put it into a cohesive format to prepare for the boss the next day.
That makes sense. Um, you aren't hunted on your way home or anything, so you make it to your apartment successfully. Is there anything you'd like to do beyond your normal routine, or share any details of your routine?
Yeah, so I mean, he gets in. He'll probably like wind down by like doing little projects with his hands. Like maybe he had like a gear that needed to be tightened, or something that needed to be assembled on like a workbench or something. And he'll kind of do that to wind down and let his brain kind of think about something for a little while. And then when he gets tired, he'll go off to bed and uh, like with a Bible by his bedside, he'll like do a little prayer and maybe a little extra prayer tonight about all the weird stuff that's been happening to him. And then, yeah, he'll just tuck himself in and go to bed.
Absolutely. Both of you roll spirits.
Dang.
Oh, very nice. You sleep undisturbed. You have a pleasant night's sleep. Though as you wake up, you feel that something's odd or off. As you go about your morning routine, you don't find anything that's odd or off. Nothing's moved. You just have a strange feeling as you move about your house. And that brings us back to where we started at the beginning of this module, in a sense. Both of you are getting ready for the day, preparing to go to Floyd's barbershop. It was almost like it was just yesterday we were there.
It's Groundhog's Day.
But at least this time, you know what you're getting into. You both know you're going to have to explain what's going on and give an update to the boss man himself. If I remember correctly, Harold has a specific routine of people he interacts with along his way. Do you want to go through that again, or do you want to just show up with a coffee cup and hope that everybody remembers? Oh, a coffee cup and a newspaper.
I will show up and we're going through my usual routine, but we don't need to act it all out unless something out of the ordinary happens. But this time I'm bringing... I'm wondering if now it's not a standard thing that I bring him a coffee. So if I bring him a coffee now, it just seems like I'm kissing ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm probably just getting myself a coffee. So routine is normal.
All right. And how about you, Brian? Normal routine?
Yeah, normal routine. Kind of get up and get going out the door. I'll make sure to put on my cross necklace and double check that I have both the vial of holy water and the black vial in my pockets as I go out the door.
Any firearms on you guys that are obvious?
Obvious?
Like, do you just have like a handgun tucked in your pocket? Not obvious. But a
As
rifle.
obvious as it would be that I just have a shoulder sling right here, just as my jacket would flutter in the wind. It's there. I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got my revolver tucked in my band, my shillelagh as my walking stick, and the sawed-off double barrel kind of slung under in like an armpit holster, swinging as I have a trench coat on.
All right. Sounds good. You guys both make it down to Floyd's barbershop. Nothing stops you on your way. You make it to the barbershop roughly the same time. What a nice coincidence.
Morning,
Do you
Harold.
say anything, or do you just walk in together?
I'll greet him. Top of the morning to you, Harold.
Brian boy, how's your evening?
Stop by that apothecary. She's quite the looker.
Really?
Aye. And might have something that'll help us.
Gather anything else beyond her looks?
Aye. Pull out the little black vial. She said that this might
Fully
help us.
assuming that you're like, shit, might have something to help us. I'm like, okay, besides her tits, what else? Did you get anything useful? Which, I mean, tits are useful.
Very?
That's first.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but yeah, he'll pull out like the little black vial and say like, she recommended using this on the bullets. If what Father said is true, and these are dark matters at work, these would help with putting an end to them permanently. But keep in mind, if we apply this, they'll be able to smell it from a mile away.
oh, will they now?
Well, if they're dark beings, then yes, and if not, then well, the bullet will kill them.
You read too many books, kid. I'm gonna head into the barbershop.
Holding the door open for him.
All right, let's fly on over there. The usual suspects are visible. Of course, you recognize Toby Fullerman from the bar from O'Flanahan's. He is one of the closer associates and is there as one of the people looking out for him. It's the same thing. He's in the barber chair, and as you enter, they all look towards you, and Toby looks
Hold
back
up
at the
my
boss.
newspaper, tucking under my arm. Gentlemen,
Top of the morning, gentlemen.
Top of the morning indeed. I assume, this is the Dutchman talking, I assume you have an update for me. Have you solved our little problem?
something of the sort. I've found out it was definitely the roll off the table. What's rolling off? Tempest.
Yeah.
Tempest.
Tepes.
Tepis.
I'll give it a little typer here.
Tip tappity tippers.
Rolling off Tempest.
Teppies.
Okay, I think you've written that before. Okay. Found out it was some associates of Rolling off Tempest that were last seen with the Booker brothers right before they passed. They were killed out back of O'Flanahan's restaurant. All right, Billy.
Yep.
Aye. O'Flanahan's.
You're not Billy.
Sorry.
I'm not Billy either.
He's Brian. I'm Billy.
Brian. No one's Billy.
I'm Billy the storyteller.
Yeah, Billy is the storyteller. Brian. Whoops. I'd be like, we even got into Romanov's suite. He's got a suite over there at the what's that hotel, Brian?
The waterfront? Waterfront? Watergate?
Nope.
Water?
Not even close. The Empire Hotel. I just remembered.
Empire Hotel.
It
was on Waterfront Avenue.
So we got into the room. He's got a crew with him. A couple of foreign boys. They were the ones last seen with the Booker brothers. They seem a little fishy, a little weird, but I guess the weirdest thing is the murder. We even got to check out the bodies. Completely massacred. However, not a drop of blood anywhere to be seen. And even after death, the eyes moved as if they're still coherent. So, Brian here took it upon himself to do some investigation. And, well, Brian, why don't you tell these gentlemen what you think our great criminal is?
Right. Well, you see, Mr. Dutchman, I am a superstitious man myself, and me uncle, Father O'Brien, Father O'Reilly.
It's okay, the storyteller made the same mistake last episode.
Father O'Reilly, well, he informed me of some dark beings that might have also killed me father, but he imparted a manuscript to us, alleging that these folk might be vampires. And now, I was fairly skeptical of this as well until when we got to the hotel, there was this mold with a geometric shape in it, triangles. And I didn't know much about it until I talked to the apothecary last night, and, well, she seems to think that it might be, that those symbols are remnant of a cursed undead. And after seeing those curse marks and, well, the bodies and the states that they were in, I believe that we might be dealing with some dark beasts of the night, you might say.
Brian, please roll your persuasion -4.
Yeah. Oh, this is not going to be good. Yeah, this is going to be real bad.
Would you like to use a Benny?
I am not assisting.
You know, I think that rambling was just about as crazy as it comes, so I don't think I'm going to use a penny. I deserve a 1.
The Dutchman sighs and takes a puff on his cigar, and then looks to you two and says, "So you managed to get into the penthouse, and you didn't deal with the problem.
Not yet, boss.
Instead, you come to me with a story about fantasy creatures."
That's right, boss.
I picked you two for this because I thought you would be able to solve the problem. Now tell me, what was your holdback in his penthouse?
My holdback isn't fantasy creatures and demons and whatnot. Instead, it's the case of I've never got to lay eyes on Rolanov himself. Just some lackeys. Potentially the 2 guys who dealt with our boys sitting out on the couch, so my plan is if it's alright with you, I'll go back, deal with them, leave Rolanov for another day. Or, if you want, I'll go track down Rolanov himself as they work for him.
Harold, roll your persuasion +2.
I feel like Harold's definitely just I'm just gonna go shoot someone. Persuasion with a +2. Rolling. That is an 11, sir.
He nods. Both of you, go deal with this Rolanov Tepes. You'll bring me good news tomorrow, I hope.
Of course, boss. Nevertheless.
Yes, sir.
He glances from Harold and kind of stares at Brian for a few moments too long, as if he's thinking about something. And then he says, "You may leave now."
Of course, boss. Gentlemen.
They both
Stand up.
give a nod.
Head out.
Have a good day, gentlemen.
You both emerge from Floyd's barbershop alive. You're not dead. Nothing bad's happening. And therefore, you each get a free Benny for surviving. I'll give Brian.
I feel like we're at the very least we're playing the characters well.
Yes, I agree.
At the very least.
At the very least, you're not dead. Where are you, Harold? There you are. And here's a Benny for you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Because Billy the storyteller is like 80, and so he
calls me kiddo.
Anyways, we're on the street in New York City. It's a fresh morning. I believe we were on Wednesday, so it must now be Thursday. Yay.
Well, Billy, you wanted to go to the library.
The name's Brian, always has been.
Right, Brian. Regardless. Library. So you can research mold. Or
Well-
do we go find Rolonoff?
Well, I think I have an inkling of what I'm looking for now with my meeting with that apothecary last night, and I'd say
You
yeah,
need
let's-
to give it up on her. You can go chase your dames once we're done with this job.
Aye, agreed. Let's finish business.
Oh, is that not what you meant?
I, I, what I meant was,
I'm not
I
here
now
to
know what
help
I'm
you with
looking
dating
for.
advice,
I,
Brian.
I now know what I'm looking for. So let's go to the library. We're looking for curses.
Curses at the library.
Aye.
Of course. This will make for another great story tomorrow morning. I'll head to the library.
All right, we're heading to the library.
If Brian's wrong
you
about
can-
this, he's dead.
You can easily make it to the library. I don't have a special visual for you, but you enter in, the library is open. What exactly are you looking to research?
So
I'm gonna be-
librarian.
I'll be going to try to find a section on like European curses and stuff like that, because I saw the European garb, so I figure like probably European sort of like curses and things like that.
Yeah, go for it. That'll be a research check as you wander off that way. If you don't have it, it's unskilled, of course. And Harold, you're going to talk to the librarian.
Mhm.
She's quite elderly, but she seems interested as you approach. She
No, I'm
says, "Ooh, what a lovely gun." She says, "Is there anything I can help you with today, gentlemen?"
Uh,
Man, gentleman,
just
singular,
one of me.
gentleman, mun.
I noticed at the bar at the apothecary, she also said,
Yeah,
"Evening,
gentlemen.
gentlemen," and I was like, "I'm not there."
Yeah, I meant for it to come off as gentleman.
That's a weird thing to say. I don't think anyone says that though, do they?
No,
Hello, gentleman.
you're a gentleman.
I don't think. I don't.
It's the 20s.
No.
Hello, kindman.
Yeah, Kindman. Yeah, I'll approach her and I'll be like, "Morning, ma'am. My friend over there, the young lad there, carrying a tool bag for some reason. He's looking for a book on ghosts and boogeymen. You happen to know where he might find one of them?"
Well, the fiction section's a good start.
See, that's what I would have told him.
Uh,
What about ancient curses with molds and whatnot? He's really interested in mold for some reason.
well,
Strange
if you're
lad.
interested in mold, there's the nonfiction section. There's various science textbooks that might have the answers you're looking for if you're trying to identify something. Or there's folklore books as well, studying cultures and such like that.
Probably the mold books. You mind showing me where they are?
Yeah, come with me.
Bit of a special kid. It might make him happy if we bring him a book on mold.
She'll lead you down what do you call it? An aisle in the library.
Aisle, ma'am.
Yeah. Brian, you're going through books related kind of like to the folklore, as you said. And there's certainly a lot on different curses that were told in history, especially in those European countries. You find various curses of people rising from the dead, being all bloated and whatnot. There's other stories of people who were thought to be dead who turned out to not be dead, but still seemed strange and then died days later. There's all sorts of creepy things that have happened that are hard to explain. Dancing fevers caused by perhaps bacteria, who knows? Hallucinations from various plants and plant matter. Rotting, molding bacteria can cause that. But what you do find is there's those rumors in Eastern European countries where there were people who would rise from the dead and live off of other people's life, needing to steal life essence to keep themselves alive. Cheating death is one way it's been described. And blood is the source of life.
Hmm. I'm gonna keep thumbing through. So once I kind of come to this section, I'm gonna keep thumbing through, trying to find any like mention of like weaknesses or things that are known to be like uh, or known phenomena that occur around them uh, when these individuals have taken like taken roost or formed a nest of some sort in like a location.
Sure, yeah. We'll get back to you in just a moment. The librarian just pulling books off the shelf. This one might be useful. Oh, this one too might be useful. Is handing them over to you, Harold. Are you accepting them?
Yeah, I'll just kind of quickly flip through and see if I can see anything with like geometrics, any pictures of just kind of.
As you try to do that, she sets a book right on top of your opened book and is reaching to grab another one. Just grabbing a bunch of books for you off the shelf.
Just, I'll toss one down on the table. Just kind of quickly skimming through for any pictures where it might show like geometric designs in the molds.
Yeah. Give me a research check as well. If it's untrained, then skill,
Right.
of course.
Yeah, no, I'm really good at research.
Yeah, you are. The best you're finding is that hexagon is a somewhat common reoccurring symbol in nature, but you're not finding anything on triangular mold. Some fungus, I guess, can grow in like various like forms, like sometimes mushroom circles form.
Could I instead divert my search for black mold or a mold that looked similar, not in shape, but in like color and texture or whatever? I didn't look at it too much, but
yeah,
it's for the boy,
Yeah, definitely. Meanwhile, the boy, Brian, you're seeing that usually these beings of darkness or unnatural life are dealt with in ways of using purity to destroy them. Running water, garlic, these are often seen as things that purify. The love of the Lord is a good one. Holy symbols seem to have mixed reception as you're reading through these different stories and folklores from different cultures. Sort of seems like it just depends on what is important to those things that are now not living but not dead. There's a lot of different ways they describe, but it's usually around purity, using something to purify. The sunlight is a common one. Counting is another one. You can distract some of these things by making them count. If you pour rice in front of them, they have to just count every single piece of rice. That seems a little silly.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What was your second question? You had
like if there's any phenomena that follow around when like a nest is formed of these creatures.
Rot and animals usually. Yeah, animals in nature usually recede from them.
Okay.
Sometimes they're depicted as having predators or scavengers around, like vultures and rats.
Okay.
Do you want to finish up your reading here and return to your comrade? You can hear is being talked to by a librarian just a few aisles over.
Yeah, I'll take the book with me too and kind of like walk towards him and kind of try to fill him in on some of the information that I've kind of found from skimming this book and see if he's found any thing in the books that he's been reading.
He has a lot of books around him, and this librarian is getting him even more. You are interrupted, Harold.
Down on the table.
You're interrupted by your comrade approaching you with a book in hand.
I'll look to him and be like, "Old books. Dig in."
Right, I think I found what I'm looking for here.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, ma'am. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, pleasure's all mine.
I just leave all the books on the table. I haven't even been helping. Like, I just sat down in a chair and she's just putting them on the table. I was just watching when he walks up. I'm just like, "Books." He says no, and I'll stand up and be like, "Thank you, ma'am." Just head out.
Right. Well, I see here that it looks like things of purity are the things that they are would be most affected by. So, for me, holy water that is significant to me, and I believe in the Lord. So I think that that would help me, but might not help somebody. You're how would you describe yourself? Agnostic?
I left the building. Are you with me or talking to the librarian?
I presume that
talking to
you guys are walking along outside
We're
now.
walking out. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wasn't listening.
Well, based on this book I've been looking at here, it looks like things of purity have been the things that would cleanse these beings. So for me,
Listen
holy
to the
water.
fairy tale.
It's a bit of a fairy tale, but
Okay. Right.
it seems to be.
Go.
It seems like we might be in a bit of a situation where you might want to start believing in some of the fairy tales.
Right. Well, if we head down to Central Park, there's a big stone in the middle. Might be able to find a sword there. Help us out. Should we go there next?
Hardy, hardy, hard. Well, in which case, I think that I might be covered using the holy water, but what I was going to say is here, and I'll take out the vial of black liquid. I
do I
might
do?
be okay
Drink
with
it?
the holy water. No, you don't drink it. Matter of fact, don't get it on your skin.
You're giving me something that I'm not supposed to touch.
It's not meant for you. It's if you want to, you can put this onto your bullets, and apparently it'll have a effect against the dark beings. But keep in mind that if you planning to go in stealth like, then they can smell it from a mile away. But this should help you if you want it.
Against fairies.
Against vampires. But
Vampires specific, okay.
if you don't want it, fine.
Can I go kill Rolanov now, or
That's what I was about to suggest we go do, but I was going to give you maybe a fighting chance against him.
against Rolanov? You think Rolanov is a vampire?
That's what I think.
Really? Well, boy, I'm glad I'm bringing you along with me. You can protect me from Satan and all his minions.
Lord, give me patience.
The only lord you need is the Dutchman, and he's told us to kill Rolanov, we go kill Rolanov.
All right, let's head over. I'll put the vial back in my pocket.
All right.
Best be bringing that shotgun, not so sure they're gonna open the door this time.
Already got it on me.
In that case, do you guys wish to stop at your? I thought you were going to say something, Wrath. I really did.
I thought you were too.
Are we walking?
Would you guys like to stop at your homes to get different equipment, or would you like to go straight to the Empire Hotel on the waterfront?
I've got my shillelagh, my 38, and my sawed off, so I'm good.
I got 2 pistols. I don't think bringing my Winchester's really gonna help me here.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, in your nice suits, we're going to go on down to the Empire Hotel. We're going to move you around. I probably should have done that before we got over here. You guys open the front doors, presumably, walking right on in. What's the game plan? What do? You can see plenty of people are in the lobby. You don't immediately notice any strange people, but if you want to look around for them to see if there's anybody looking at you weird in this lobby, you can take a moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking around. I think Brian's now a little on edge, thinking it's going to be some supernatural thing. So he's also going to be like checking the ceilings, seeing if like there's anything hanging from the ceiling.
Just to be clear, Wrath definitely thinks there's going to be paranormal nasty things here, and is really
Oh no,
glad
I got you.
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
Brian is going all in on this. Really glad about that. Harold doesn't believe in ghost stories. But just so we're clear, I am very happy that Brian is going down that route. So let's make that aware. But in Brian's head, if we go up there and we deal with this, we're gonna have to fight our way out. So it's probably better to deal with things going on the way up, so that we're not
Cutting out for you too, Pickles.
Yeah, you've been cutting out a little bit every once in a while, but it's just a couple words. That was probably the longest one there.
Is this better?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, it's every
Yeah,
just once in a while. As you'll just be talking, and then you'll be talking again.
Could be something with my audio. Stand by. We will do.
And this is why we each record our own.
Yeah, yeah. My audio would be good, because there was a point last time where Pickles kept cutting out. Remember? But it was in the Goblin adventure. Pickles kept cutting out, but in the actual recording, he was perfectly fine.
He was fine. Okay.
Yeah, you guys just get to hear me swearing when that happens now.
Test. Looks good. Test. Test. Okay. We're gonna go with that. You guys can hear me, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so Harold is most likely not wanting to get up there, deal with the situation, and then have to fight his way out. So instead, he's going to deal with as much as possible on the way up, like trying to maintain some level of surprise. I think it'll just be easier once we're trying to leave, so we're not having to fight through everything.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll. Notice +2 for both of you.
Let's see, 17 from Harold.
Critical failure from Brian.
And you can't reroll critical failures. So yeah, here's how this will play out with the critical failure. Harold, you are looking for people in particular, and you don't notice anybody offhand. And Brian just immediately starts walking in, presumably towards the stairs or the elevator, most likely the elevator, just kind of looking around and like glancing backwards up at the ceiling for some reason, as if there's going to be things crawling on the ceiling.
He's just looking at the ceiling. He's not looking around him at all.
You're getting some glances around, but you're looking at way too many places. You're spread way too thin. And Harold, you probably take a step in when you see a door near the desk open, and out of it comes one individual, and down the hall comes another individual. You should be able to see both of them. These dead-eyed men who kind of come towards the lobby and then look at you, just kind of. They know you're there, but they're kind of just looking through you blankly. They then pretend that they were doing something, unless you want to act now. They're like, they stop for a moment, and then they're going to be walking in. What would you like to do, Harold?
I don't know. Okay. Here goes nothing. Gentlemen, I'm gonna draw with the concealed, and I'm gonna fire off 2 rounds, one at each of them.
Before you do so, you'll have a penalty because there is a number of people in the way, unless you don't mind hitting civilians.
Oh no, then I don't want to do that. And
Yeah,
we're not supposed to
I
make
just
it
figured that'd be a good
bloodbath.
thing before you make decisions.
Yeah, let's not make it a bloodbath either. We're supposed to not do that. So instead, I'm just gonna go, gentlemen, and I'm gonna head for the elevator.
All right. Brian, he's saying gentleman singular to you.
No, okay.
What?
As people say. You both make it to the elevator. You can call the elevator down, whatever you want to call it.
What was that?
Just like the idea
I
of
don't
Brian being like,
respond
"What, gentlemen? Me?"
Gentlemen, who? I thought I was the only one here.
Harold, as you glance over your shoulder, you notice that these guys are keeping an eye on you, but they're all kind of just making their way around. One guy's pretending to check in. The other guy's kind of like over by a pillar, inspecting something in his watch.
I look over at Brian. He's just staring at the ceiling, and I'm like, I'll smack him upside the head and be like, "What are you looking at? What are you looking at, boy?"
Checking to make sure they're not hanging from the ceiling.
Hanging from the... They're right there.
Now that he's pointed
where?
them out, you do see them, and they both look at you, and then go back to what they're doing, which is nothing.
We might already be in enemy territory, so this might be a little late, but we should probably prepare.
Ding! The elevator's here.
Those are preparing.
Step into the elevator.
And head up. I'm like, what do you need to do? Change your pants.
Nope. I'm just gonna, once we're in the elevator and the doors close, I'm gonna pull out my pistol and start applying like a little bit of, like, open up the cylinder on it and start putting like a drop of holy water into each of the cylinder.
Okay.
Each of the cylinders, and then I'm going to take, once I've done that, close it, put it back in my band, and break open my shotgun and start putting a drop of holy water onto the front of the shells and put it back in and close it, put it back.
Makes sense. Holy water application to all of it. As the doors are closing, right before you do that, Harold, with your really good roll there, you notice one more thing. It looks like one of the guys is just talking while he stares at you. Like, not talking to anybody. Like, he was at the front reception desk, just turns and he's just kind of... You don't hear what he's saying. That's why I just...
Yeah, Wrath
wiggled my
knows
mouse.
what's happening. Wrath
Um,
isn't happy.
You make it up to the top floor, is where I presume you're going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that your comrade has watered his guns. That's something you have to do for a growing gun.
No.
Makes it grow nice and strong.
No one believed that.
You gotta water your guns.
You guys are going to confuse our audience.
If our audience doesn't know that you should water your guns, I don't know why they even have guns to begin with.
What? All right, you hear that, audience? You guys all need to give away your guns. You guys can send them to my house. It's perfectly fine.
I will take your guns.
Yeah.
You make it up to the top floor. Doors open. You still don't really see anybody in the hallway, but it's an area where you might see somebody leaving shortly. There could be civilians, but there are none currently. There is another elevator next to you.
Elevator 2.
Yeah, that's what we named her.
Yeah, we named it that.
Would you guys
I'd
like to
also
call
like
that
to push the
elevator?
button. Yeah.
All right. You press the button, and the elevator is being called.
Well, is there anything you want to do to prepare?
Prepare. Right.
What's your normal preparation going into something like this?
Shoot first.
All right. When we step into the second elevator,
Ding. Yeah, it is there. You can step into it.
he's just going to start reciting the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Just saying it out loud.
Harold, can you roll your spirits for me?
Yes.
Would you like to use a Benny?
Yes, please.
As your
Wrath is
comrade,
terrified.
As your comrade is suddenly reciting the Lord's Prayer, you get a feeling of unease coming over you. You have a very bad vibe, and you kind of wish he'd stop doing that. It's kind of freaking you out, but you're keeping it together.
You're starting to scare me, Billy.
Now I think you're doing it on purpose.
I'm Billy. You guys make it up to the top, to the penthouse doors, so I'm going to throw you on over there once I actually get you moved back so I can look like a professional.
Right.
Thank you.
I don't know why Harold said right, but right.
Appreciate it.
Okay, Billy.
That's why they call me Killy Billy. Because I'm always killing it. Activate. All right. You should be able to see yourselves in the elevator. That's a weird way to phrase it. You are you're at this double door. It is probably locked, but you could just check. What would you like to do? What's the game plan? It's locked.
It is locked?
Yeah.
After you.
Harold just checked.
I would like to disassemble the door.
All right. Go ahead and roll your repair.
You visibly see a frown on Harold's face as you pull out your tools and start going. Harold's just.
It's a repair -2, but you have a +2 from your Mr. Fix-It, so it should just be a standard repair.
Okay.
Nice.
A 7 works. Yeah, you're able to start taking apart the doorknob and make it so you can unlatch the mechanism. And you do so rather quickly. It only takes you a minute or two. And you can see and almost feel Harold's disapproval.
Stare over my shoulder.
But you believe the door, well, you can open it.
Again, just to be clear, Wrath loves this. Harold is a non-believer.
Harold's a stickler.
He's a hater.
After you.
Okay. Harold moves in. Is there any kind of electrical panel potentially
In that front hallway?
Where would I have noticed an electrical panel when you were here the first time?
I don't think you would have seen one.
Okay, just making sure.
But you could certainly.
Yep. Harold will head into the hallway outside their penthouse suite.
You can make it in there. There's nobody there hiding or anything. It's just you two.
Guns at the ready.
Guns at the ready? Which guns do you guys have at the ready?
I'm rocking the 1911 with the silencer.
All right.
Yeah, I've just got my 38 revolver up.
All right. 38 revolver and the silenced pistol. Well, it's up to you guys what you'd like to do.
Pie the door. I'm gonna creak open the door and just kind of watch the room. Hang on.
Do I need to
Part of me-
disassemble another door?
Yeah, if the door will even open, we'll see. But part of me is wondering if I should go in guns first or if I should go in persuasion first. Because wrath part of me has a feeling shooting these things isn't going to do a damn thing from me. From him maybe, but not from me. But Harold's probably not a big talker. I mean, I've got persuasion, but I feel like he's a hitman. But with his hitman, he's not really going in clearing rooms and like taking out a bunch of people, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna try and get the shock factor, so I probably go in, take out the immediate threats, and then try and talk to whoever's left. Would be the plan. That's the goal. So I'm gonna go in and try and eliminate the immediate threats.
All right. You want to be the one going first, and Brian, you're coming in afterwards?
I didn't want to be, but he told me to go first, so I'm
this your
assuming
wish,
he's
Raph?
scared. He's scared, so Harold's just like, oh, fuck it.
All right.
So, yeah, and I think
Brian just got done telling him how important it is that he used the magic bullets, and then he's like, okay, now you go first. And he's like, okay.
Yeah. And Brian, when he goes in the door, he's going to follow Harold in, and then he's going to try to keep. He's going to probably be focused on that upper door right there, the one closest to the door that we're entering,
Gotcha.
so that Harold can kind of go deep into the room.
That makes sense. So Harold, did you want to go in with the shock factor, trying to use your agility to catch them by surprise, or did you want to do the stealth option that you had said earlier? I just want to clarify.
What was the stealth option that I said earlier?
Creaking the door open and trying to pie the room and do this with a little bit of subtlety at first.
It's probably, I mean, I need to take out the immediate threats, so I need to be able to see the room, take out the immediate threats, and disable the remainder, is the plan.
All right.
Again, I'm not some super stealth assassin. I'm an enforcer, so how well this goes is up to the dice.
Go ahead and roll your agility.
This could be the end of Harold. Just opens the door, gets shot in the head.
Okay.
Agility. Rolling. Got a 4.
A 4, not bad, not terrible. That the door gets kicked right on open, and you can step in to see that there are more people than you remember. You should be able to see Richard Brantley. Is that his name? Richard Bradley. Near the balcony as he's just coming in. It looks like he's making sure the door is really closed and covered with the curtains. And he has his shotgun in hand. He's got his back turned to you at the moment, but you can see that. The others all look at you. I'll just open that up. You can see that there are 3 of those sleazy-looking trench coat wearing dudes, enforcers. Enforcers would be way better to say than dudes. Don't know why I said that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't appear to be armed except with cigarettes at the moment. And behind them is a very tall and regal figure. Somebody who looks like an aristocrat or a diplomat from a foreign country. He's impeccably dressed, especially when compared to these underlings. And he glares with dark but rather enchanting eyes at you. You get the feeling that this is a businessman, not a murderer or one who does dirty business. And as you kick open the door, you have the option to act first.
Guy with the shotgun.
Richard Bradley.
Richard Bradley. He's my target.
All right. Do you just want to do one shot at him, or do you want to do anything else with your free turn here?
Stand by. Okay, that doesn't help me. This one. In what ways could I get him to be vulnerable or have the drop on
him? Using a test would be a way to get somebody vulnerable or distracted. I would say Richard Bradley, you probably have him, you can have the drop on him since his back is turned.
I'll take it. So with that, I would have a +2 to damage roll with my assassin edge.
Which is already a +4 to damage roll, I believe. Let's go learn about assassin. That doesn't help.
Be a +4 also?
Because the drop already gives you a benefit. I'm trying to find...
Oh, it does? Okay.
Where the assassin just makes it so it's an even better benefit. Rules. Drop. The drop?
The drop?
Okay, so the drop is whenever you catch somebody by surprise, you get a +4 to your attack roll and your damage roll for one action. You get a +2 damage on top of that.
Okay. So +4 to my attack, +6 to my damage.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay. Quick just has to do with initiative, and
Which we'll roll
ruthless just
next.
means I am going after him no matter what. Okay, sweet. Then I think just one quick clean shot to try and do as best I can to take him out, and then so in my turn, my goal is to take him out as the immediate threat, and then step out of the way to allow room for my cohort to come in and hold the others at gunpoint. That's the 3 things that I want to do. I don't know what the penalties will be for that, but basically shoot, step to the side, and aim, I guess would be.
Aiming is a full turn action. That would give you a benefit on your next action.
Turning and just holding up my gun in their direction. So it's like, boom, step to the side, and then having it aimed at them and just being like, morning.
All right, let's go ahead and roll your shot as we finalize your actions in stone.
Okay, so shooting.
Yep, shooting.
Okay,
Shooting.
go. And I have
Shoot,
a
shoot, boogie.
+4 to this.
The draw.
It'll be a 10 to shoot Richard.
And because it's a ranged weapon, you don't go against his parry, so you beat a 4 and you get a raise. So go ahead and roll your damage against his toughness.
Okay, this is with a 6.
Yes, with a +6.
And you said no raise?
You did get a raise.
Okay. Be a 16.
Against his toughness of 5, that means you get multiple raises here. So you definitely injure him, and then you wound him, and wound him, and wound him. I think is about how it goes. So, yeah, you basically shoot him in the back. You hit some vital organ, and he just falls forward against the glass door. You can see that blood is splattered onto it, and has certainly broken that glass door. And he falls against it, and then crumples onto the floor.
Turn,
And before-
step to the side, face the others, and go, morning.
As you say that, the regal man at the back, says, "And good morning to you." And that's where we're going to wrap up this session as we reach the hour mark.
Ooh.
Next time on Oath of Blood, on DiceBound, we're going to see if our heroes survive or not. I don't think they will.